Angry guy here. And why are password bros leaving? Female dating coach explains it. I mean, they can explain all they want. The dudes don't give a fuck at this point. Why are password bros leaving? A female dating coach explains it, but men really don't give a shit. I mean, these guys are like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. I don't really care. I'm just gonna get the fuck up out of here. So let's go ahead and jump in this. This is actually Please Act Right. This is the Please Act Right channel. This guy has some good shit. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna watch the video where why are men leaving? Female coach explains it. Let's go to
Hey,
jump in.
this is Raul. Please act right. Well, many others like myself who have these type of channels are trying to get women to understand this one thing about why men are leaving relationships and marriages. No matter how we try to explain it, there's a bunch of women out there who act like they just don't get the point. So let's see if they could get the point. Woman counselor like this woman right here.
Why are men bailing out of relationships? I'm always seeing from women in the comments section that men are not men anymore, that they don't want to provide anymore. But we've been living in a society that has constantly shunned men. We have this perpetuation of, I don't need a man anymore because I can work on my own and I don't want to be a slave to him. I don't want to be his maid and his cook. A lot of women also kind of shame this whole idea of having children as if it's like beneath them or something.
Children are beneath you. Yeah, I mean it's amazing. These women, they view cleaning and cooking as slavery, and having children is beneath them. So exactly what do you bring to the table? The women go, "Oh, me." And what exactly is me? What exactly is that? What do you provide? All right, what do you provide other than a used up hole? Nothing.
So if a man wants to have a child, why would he settle down with you and marry you and provide for you and be the man for you? But since we have such a prevalent hookup culture, women believe that this kind of idea of being promiscuous is empowering. It's not giving the man the incentive to be the man and the provider and step up for you because you're not being a traditional woman yourself.
It's very interesting. Yeah, I can literally see years from now because 45% of women are going to be single. 45% of women between the ages of 25 and 44 are going to be single come 2030. That's a shitload of women. That's roughly half of all women in the United States that are of reproductive age. So I mean, when you factor that in, you might have some women saying that it's time that women go on a sex strike. It's time that women stop having sex with men and until they commit. Here's the funny thing, y'all. Women are only having sex with the top 10% of men right now. Like, they're only fucking the athletes, they're fucking the Chads, they're fucking the Tyrones, and they're fucking the top 10% of men right now. The average dude isn't getting laid. Even a really handsome dudes, even dudes who are 6 feet tall, dudes who are, work out, dudes who make 100K. A lot of these dudes aren't getting laid. All right, because the women in America don't find them attractive. Women in the West no longer find them attractive. They're like, oh, he's corny. Our guy says something that they just don't like. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of him because they're so hyper selective today. If the guy even like just makes it clear that hey, I like you. Oh no, you're kind of needy. You're kind of needy. You're too easy to get. On to the next one. On to the next one. All right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if this guy has a fucking sports car. It doesn't matter if he's making 100K. It doesn't matter if he's 6'3". They'll next him. All right. Doesn't matter how cute he is. They'll next him. Oh, he's corny. They'll next him. All right. And literally, what may end up happening is you're gonna have like women on strike. Like women are not giving it up unless guys commit. And it's going to be one of the dumbest things in the entire world because the men that they were going around with and they were giving it up to are the guys that are in the top 10%. So the guys, the average guy wasn't getting laid in the first place. That's why they're going overseas. And now they think they're going to come back and try to have the plan B guys sit around waiting on their used up goods. Get the fuck up out of here. Get the fuck up out of here. They have no, these women have no leverage and they have terrible personalities. They've got nothing to offer. So it's going to be hilarious seeing them trying to get out there. And the irony is women can't approach, women don't know how to approach men. Women do not know how to approach men. And this, I'll tell you all right now, in this day and age, dudes are just like kind of fucked up. Like, a lot of guys, a woman will approach a man and say, hey, how's it going? And dude's like, do you want something? And she's like, want to go on a date? And dude's like, not with you. And he just walks away. And he'll like just destroy her ego right then and there. Like that's how men are today. Like a lot of dudes, if a woman walks up to them and tries to ask them for a date, dude will just destroy their egos. But most women don't even have it in them to approach a man. Most women don't have it in them to approach a man. And if they do, this dude will destroy their ego just like that. Because not because he hates them, not because he's a misogynist, just because he is literally not interested in dating an American woman.
Why would he show up as a traditional man for you? We have kind of shunned men out of society. Like we blame everything on them. We're so oppressed, we say, in the United States, which is so ironic because women are doing better academically. And when women couldn't work, none of us were even alive during that time. So
again, these women are freaking delusional. And the irony is they'll hear a woman like this that says these things, and they'll just be like meow 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 meow. They'll go in one ear and come out the other, and they'll say, "Yeah, I just don't understand what's going on with the men." This is how delusional they are. They can listen to everything that she say, and they will literally walk away saying they don't understand men. Like, oh, I don't even know. I just don't get it. Like it's as if they heard literally nothing. Because in reality, they heard literally nothing. They have some very selective hearing. And guys, if you're enjoying these videos, I want you to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. A lot of you watching right now are not subscribed. And if I could block you from watching without being subscribed, I would. But YouTube does not allow it yet. But hopefully that day will eventually come. And turn on notifications to never miss another one of these videos ever again. And hit the like button if you're enjoying. Let's continue.
So we're making the modern day man pay for what has happened before any of us were even born. The other thing I think is kind of unfair is that women want men to be the sole provider while she also goes to work, and she doesn't want to do the household duties either. She feels like the household duties are also beneath her.
So this is what the irony is, and a lot of women don't admit to this. His money is their money, and her money is her money. So even though the man and the woman are both going out to work today, all right, the man's money is taking care of all of the bills. The man is paying the rent, all right. The man is paying the utilities. The man is paying for food and for food groceries. The man is paying for everything in that fucking house. So what's she using her money for? She's using her money for her. She's using her money to buy the shit that she wants and then turning around and saying that the man ain't shit. Because why should she have to work? Why should she do any work in the household when she has to pay for, when she also has to work, to buy the shit that she wants? How fucking insane is that? The man is completely meeting all of his responsibilities, but she's out there working and making her money so that she can buy whatever the fuck she wants with that. So she's living her best life and then turning around and saying the man needs to do more. And the irony is that if she ever loses everything, this is something I saw another woman make, and she talked about if everything ever went downhill with her, she's still with a man who could hold her down. So she still has that foundation. So she doesn't end up homeless. She still has a roof over her head. She still has her utilities are still paid for. She still has everything she needs. Her phone's bill is still gonna get paid. All right. The electricity isn't going to get cut off. The landlord isn't going to kick her out. Okay? Her laundry's still going to get done. There will still be food for her to eat. She will not go hungry. Okay? She can go out and she can rebuild very, very quickly. If she loses her job, if everything crashes down around her, she can come back from that. And she will have a man to help her and provide for her. She won't have everything she wants, but she will have everything she needs. In fact, she'll be so comfortable, she might even take some time off just to reflect. All right? Men don't have that. They don't have that safety net. But that safety net is going away for women. It's going away for women in the West. It's going overseas. And women overseas are very, very happy to have it. They are grateful for these men. They are thanking God for these men. That's what's really going on right now.
So what exactly are you wanting? You want to work full time, make money full time, and then have a man fully provide for you without you doing any kind of work in the home?
Exactly. Some of these women want a man that's going to go to work, come home, pay all the bills, cook and clean for himself, take care of all the stuff that a traditional man is supposed to do, while she goes to work, make her money, come home, and do absolutely nothing but spend the money that she made on herself.
Are you stupid or something?
I know of a woman who is completely provided for by her husband. She doesn't work, she doesn't have kids, and she complains that he does not do laundry. So it's almost like women want men to do everything for them without her lifting a finger to do anything.
Women bring the modern woman brings literally no value to the relationship. No value to the relationship whatsoever. No cooking, no cleaning, nothing. All right? They want everything done for them. They want to sit at home if they choose to and do literally nothing, and they want to have everything provided. They want to walk around in luxury. They want luxury items. During the pandemic, women went out and took those checks, PPE checks, and all that other shit, and they bought all this fucking luxury, all these luxury shit. The Louis Vuitton, the company that makes Louis Vuitton, skyrocketed in value. All right. During the fucking pandemic, the richest man in the world right now is no longer Elon Musk. It's the owner of the Louis Vuitton company. It's the fucking CEO of Louis Vuitton. The richest man in the world, let that sink in, is the owner of Louis Vuitton. Because it doesn't matter how bad things get, women are running out and buying luxury products. So that should tell you about the female mindset in the West and what they're focused on. And they're not going to change because the center of a woman's life is consumerism. That's what's at the center. That's what keeps her going. That's what keeps her moving. That's what inspires her. She has nothing else other than consumerism.
Back for the guy. Also, 80% of divorces are initiated by women. And in those divorces, even if the woman cheats, the man has to pay out 50% of his income to her: alimony, 401k, retirement, giving away the house. I've seen a lot of instances like this where men work really hard and then they have to pay out like $500,000 to a woman who cheated on him. So it makes a man weary to actually get married anymore because he's not so sure that a woman is going to stick around. And with all of this man-hating rhetoric we see all over the internet, they don't really feel appreciated in society.
Here's the thing. It's like women don't even comprehend. Men are losing so much. The risk is so great, and men end up losing so much, and they don't stop to think for a moment, how does this leave the men mentally? How does this leave a man mentally? What space does it put them in? Imagine if someone did this to you. Women cannot think, can really not think outside of the box. Like, hey, chica, what if someone did this to you? They took half your shit that you worked hard for, that you did, that they did not earn. But women don't care because this is the way it's been going for decades. All right. And now it's beginning to, now that shit is beginning to slow down, and women are gonna start to think, oh fuck. And the thing is, of course, they're not gonna really give a shit because they're just gonna continue to pretend that they're victims of the world. But no one's going to give a fuck. And again, guys, if you're enjoying these videos, hit the like button, subscribe to the video. If you haven't subscribed already, do it and turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again. These women are delusional. They are delusional. They are absolutely disrespectful towards men. They don't care about men. They only care about what men can do for them.
And why would they want to show up and provide for women who don't appreciate them?
So I was in the financial industry, and I was helping this teacher who had just recently gotten divorced set up her 403B, and she had about $2,000 in there. So I asked her, did she have any more assets that she needs to claim to roll over into it? And she said, yes, I have $50,000 coming. And I said, 50,000, okay, where's that coming from? And she said, I just recently got divorced and I'm about to get $50,000 from my husband's 401k. Turns out this man was working for 14 years at his job and had a 401k since he started. They got married and were married for 7 years. So out of the 21 years that he had been putting money in there, it accrued to $100,000. This woman in the divorce was getting 50% of it, $50,000. They weren't giving her half of the 7 years they were married from what he had in there. They were giving her half of the whole $100,000. Keep in mind, she only had $2,000 in her account. And just like that, she bumped up to $52,000 in her retirement account. Not only that, she got to keep the house, keep the car, and he had to pay her alimony, and they had 2 small children. He had to pay child support. So for all the women out there who pretend like they just can't figure out why most men are walking away from relationships and marriage, especially from a woman who claims she's not going to cook and clean, this woman just told you the whole thing in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So don't.
Guys, no matter what men say, no matter what other women say, these women don't care. These women are literally out of their minds. And I'm going to tell you something. This woman, she's on the walls because a lot of women are now realizing that men are walking away and they're targeting the manosphere because they know that men are heading over to the manosphere to share this knowledge. So now they're trying to act like they're your friend. Like, oh, hey, I know what's going on with these women. And, of course, you can trust me because, like, I'm advocating for you. So don't attack me. Fuck that shit. I'm not saying you should attack women. I'm not saying you should disrespect women. But understand, even these women that are, like, trying to, like, just pearly things. And no. None of these women are your friends. Understand that they all have their own motive. There's some shit that has come out of Just Pearly Things' mouth that makes me look at her like, yeah, you really are a bitch. And like, again, this young woman, I don't know who she is, this dating coach, but what I do know is that she makes her money off men. All right, she makes her money off men, so she has to find a way to appease these men. So she's gonna say whatever the fuck she has to say to keep getting that money. All right, and a lot of these women are popping up in the manosphere doing just that. Don't trust them. Don't trust them, fellas. Get the fuck out of America. You don't need a dating coach, all right? You should not, unless you are struggling, unless you have literally zero communication skills, you don't need a dating coach. It didn't work like that in the old days either. Literally, some woman would, a girl, some chick, the average woman should turn 18 and she'd get married off to Farmer Brown's, slow son, his third son, who was a little bit slow, but the kid knows how to work the field, and he'd provide for her. She'd have a roof over her head, she'd have food on the table, and clothing on her back, and she couldn't ask for more than that. And that was that, and she'd be married off. And these modern day women, they don't, they don't value anything. They think everything is supposed to be handed to them because that's the way the government has positioned it and propositioned it to them by giving them so many safety nets where Uncle Sam provides for them and protects them, using male utility. But now as men are walking away, they're realizing, oh shit, our providers are going, our protectors are going, and we're left at the mercy of the government. And ultimately, they're going to see how that works out for them, where the government gives you just to survive, but not enough to thrive. And when you don't have any alternatives, that's when they'll even pull back some and let you know, we'll tell you where you live, we'll tell you where you can live, we'll tell you what you can eat, we'll tell you what you can do, because we control you, because you belong to us. And when women say, oh, we don't like that setup, they'll say, well, guess what? Men are the protectors and providers of society. And the people that stand up to us, they're gone right now. All right. The men are the ones who stand up to tyranny because governments turn tyrannical. And for anyone who doesn't think that the American government can be tyrannical, think again. The Second Amendment is not really there for men. It's not really there for us to protect ourselves from one another using firearms. The Second Amendment is really there. It's actually there because the people who created the Constitution did not trust democracy. They didn't trust that shit, all right? And as a result, they put it there so that if the government ever steps so far out of line, the people could rein it in. The Second Amendment is literally there for men to grab their guns and to deal with a tyrannical government if it ever becomes a threat to democracy, if it ever becomes a threat to society. All right, that bullshit. Don't ask what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. They try to make you believe that it's what you can do for your government. No, 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 no. The government works for the people. The people do not work for the government, and they have fucked up everyone's minds into believing that shit. All right, guys, that's all I have for you right now. What the fuck do you think about this? Why Pastor Rose are leaving, and this female dating coach explaining it, and and let me know if you agree that most women won't give a fuck. They'll watch this video, they won't even give a fuck. They'll just keep on moving on like they heard shit and playing their stupid games. I want to know what you guys think. I'm gonna link you guys to the full video description of the video so you can go back and watch it for yourselves without my commentary, even though my commentary is fucking lit. And again, guys, if you're enjoying these videos, you need to subscribe to my channel because my channel is fucking lit. It is fucking awesome. And also, there's the issue of my Patreon. Hey, guys, I just want to show you some of the great exclusives you can find on patreon.com/angryguy. We have new videos such as passport grannies are using poor blokes for sex overseas, Hero Dad unalives a pedophile, people are still living in extreme fear of COVID, leftover women are growing, and of course, 7 kids by 7 baby mamas. Tyrone is a menace. This is a video that was too hot for YouTube. And we have other videos as well that are exclusive to our Patreon members. So go ahead and check out Patreon, patreon.com/angryguy. The link is in the description of the video. Enjoy. And guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you thought about this video. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, hit the like button. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I wish there was a way that I could prevent those of you who are not subscribed from watching these videos, because y'all, I really wish there was, because it's like going to a movie theater, watching the movie, but they're not paying. It's fucked up. Or it's like going to a library, checking out books, but refusing to get a library card. Like, what the fuck is going on? Guys, that's everything. Let's talk more about this video. Let's talk more about your feelings about this and what this woman had to say and what women are doing in general, and how Pastor Bros just don't give a fuck because they're living their best life and getting the fuck up out of here. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.